Hi guys, Keelan O'Connor here from Regional Business Toolkit. Lots of businesses I've spoken to seem to struggle with optimizing their image sizes on their website, typically uploading images that are much larger than necessary. Some of the issues that this causes is taking up too much server space or even running out of server space and impacting the load time of your website. It's a well-quoted fact that if your website doesn't load in under about 4 or 5 seconds, lots of people simply give up and go elsewhere. Now, if your website's trying to load huge files, this obviously takes time. The same is true for emails and some social media channels. So what's a good file size? As a general rule of thumb, you don't often need an image that's larger than about 100 kilobytes for general web and online applications. That's 0.1 of a meg. So how do we get our images small? There's lots of different pieces of software out there that'll do this in bulk for you, but I wanted to show you a simple hack that uses tools that you likely already have at hand. All you're going to need for this is your files and Microsoft Outlook or your email program. As you can see on my screen here, I've created two folders, one of them called large, one of them called small. Inside the large folder is 8 images, each of them taken with a digital SLR camera in high res. So for example, this file here is 15.9 megabytes, this one over here is 12.9, this one's 15.8. All of these really nice, great photos, but too large to be used in most online applications, and combined, they're probably even too large for most people to be able to email through to someone else. In fact, I know lots of email servers that don't allow attachments larger than 10 megabytes, so none of these emails by themselves would even get through. So to shrink all these in a nice simple way, I'm going to select them all, I'm going to right click, I'm going to come down to this little menu item called Send To, and I'm going to click on Mail Recipient. Now that's going to attach these 8 images to an email for me, but before it does, it opens up a dialog box. Inside this dialog box, I can actually choose what size I'd like Outlook to be compressing these photos to. So I'm going to choose smaller, 640 by 480. That should be fine for most online applications. You could choose something a little bit larger if you wished, but I'll choose 640 by 480, and I'll click Attach. It'll compress each of those photos quite quickly for me, and we'll attach them all to an email, as I said. So those eight images are sitting here, and as you can actually see, each of these is now sitting at 35 kilobytes, 64 kilobytes, 42 kilobytes, much smaller than the 12, 13, 15 megabytes they were sitting at before. I'm going to select all these. Oops. I'm going to hit copy, and I'm going to paste that or move them into my small folder. I can now just close this and get rid of it. Do you want to keep the draft? No, I don't need that anymore. If I open up this small folder now, what I'll see is the same 8 photos, but each of them, as I said, are quite small, 35.1 kilobytes, 64.3 kilobytes, 41.5 kilobytes, and their total size is 359 kilobytes in total for those 8 photos, compared to the 101 megabytes that we had back here. So quite quickly and quite simply, in a matter of seconds, I've been able to take those 8 images, compress them, save them somewhere else as much smaller versions. Each of them are now only 640 pixels wide or 480 pixels high, and each of them are absolutely fine to be used in most online applications. There's nothing here greater than 100 kilobytes. So I hope you find that helpful. I hope that helps you compress photos in bulk without needing to learn another bit of software or do it in any other kind of bulk process. As I said, you should have Outlook already. And if you've got any questions, let me know via the details below. Other than that, hope you have a fantastic day, and look forward to talking to you soon.